Okay, look at that. Salty Badger, first in tonight. Bruno Coppola, Laconia, New Hampshire. Greg White, T. Haas, enjoying our brand new flavor of pecan coffee there, buddy. Missed the show the last couple weeks. Oh, man, and I'm so sorry. I'm kind of sorry, but not sorry because we had so much going on. We had such a great couple weeks and tons of content we dug up for you guys. You're going to dig that, but man, it's all coming to you live and fast. Here in just 4 minutes, we're going live with this episode of Shop Talk, our Welcome Back tour. And if I let Heather right now, she'd put on her new sound effects, but I'm not unmuting the mic, so she can't. Jeremy Sather in with us. Radar, I'm alive, and we are too, Radar. Jeremy Valentine, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Greg White, that's my favorite coffee. Fastly becoming mine too. I like the little double serve packages. You know, for us coffee snobs, it's a big deal finding a new brand. Good to have the time off to regroup and refuel. Josh DiBenedetto, let's go. I bet Josh is waiting to see what happens. One of our would-be suitors for the Garage Buid Off for SmokeOut 24. Brand new feature we're enacting into this year's SmokeOut. 24 garage builders we're announcing tonight. Maryville, Indiana, Marsha Fitzpatrick, Thunder Roads Magazine of Indiana, Illinois. Hi, guys. What's up? Big D in the house, Marengo, Illinois. Salty Badger waiting, too. So, yeah, I got to tell you guys, this was the heaviest 2 hours I've spent in quite a while. We were on a Zoom call today with Matt Reel, who's heading up the Garage Buid Off. And we were going over all the entries, some 34 of them that we had to whittle down to 24. But we'll get to all that as the show goes on. Bama Odom, hey, from Eureka Springs. Odom. That's an unusual last name. I only knew one cat with the last name Odom. Is that you, Josh? Facebook user, hey, Chris. Is this also on Grease and Gears? You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Nick, because it absolutely should be. We've been going back and forth with the developers. It ends up on Grease and Gears TV every week. It just hasn't been live, and we've been trying to work out the details, and I think we have it tonight. Heather is going to be scrambling right now to look for that. No, she's shaking her head no. So we still don't have that figured out. Son of a bitch. What's going on, Heather?
You know, I've clicked all the clicks, and I must have missed one, and I need a little help here.
So tomorrow...
I need a little help from my friends.
Tomorrow, that's the deal. We're going to be on the phone with the people from the developers and fixing that shit.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. This just in. What? Hello?
Wait a minute. Yes!
It works. It's on.
Hell yeah!
It's on Grease and Gears TV. You shut your mouth.
You shut your dirty mouth. Oh, I'm so excited.
It's funny shit. It's supposed to work like that, but...
Oh my God. I think it's working. Okay.
Let's see.
Wait a minute. Let's carry on with the show. We can't screw up the show for that. You do your thing.
No, I'm just looking. Oh,
hey,
there it is. Look at that.
We've got all these people waiting for you.
Okay.
Jeez, Mary and Joseph.
What's up from Detroit? Steve Broyles. Poppy, I'm so sorry that I've been crazy busy today. Radar says fat, drunk, and stupid. Wow, that describes me except for the stupid part. Bob Britt, New Hampshire here. Rudy Vargas. Drew Scotchless. What's up, Michigan? Nick Hildebrittle in the house. Okay, no worries. Just asking because I was getting a not available. It should be up and live now, Nick. Let us know.
If we're working, yeah. It says it's live on my end.
Let me go try again.
No. Don't derail our show.
No, not you. I'm talking to the people. Shush.
Don't talk to the people.
Mark.
You're stressing me out. I quit.
Bail me out over here.
I quit.
We got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Let's just, never mind. Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It is just after 9 p.m., 9:05 actually. I really thought we were going to be on time tonight, but we're back. Hey, we're here.
Well, that is on time.
It is kind of on time, right?
9:05.
I'm your host for Cycle Source Magazine ShopTalk. The next 90 to 120 minutes, all the two-wheel bullshit we can fit. Real quick, I just want to apologize. Anybody that says they're having trouble with ShopTalk on Grease and Gears TV, the new TV network that we launched, we are dealing with the app providers right now, trying to make sure that we get this thing up and running. I apologize. I promise you by next week we'll have it sorted out, because we tried a couple new things and then we were supposed to. Crazy. Yeah, it's 9:05. It's 9:05 here,
Radar.
Radar.
You're talking about.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. I promise.
I promise you by next week you will be able to watch Shop Talk live on Grease and Gears television, because that's what it's designed to be. For
I
God's
clicked
sake.
all the clicks.
The pressure's on.
I know. Don't you feel it, Mark? Don't you feel the pressure?
I do.
I feel like a failure.
Oh, wait. That's just gas.
So, Mark, we've been gone for weeks.
Oh, it's been wonderful.
The studio's been quiet.
The vacation. The vacation is a large part of life.
If it was only a vacation.
Who had a vacation?
God knows I call them every 2 minutes and give them updates from the road.
And then actually I have to work for a living.
Oh, come on.
I almost didn't make it tonight. I come real close.
Oh, there you go. The app says November 13th.
Yeah, but in the back end, it's got the date and time is correct. So I'm not sure what's happening there. I don't know if the app didn't update.
Just said in the back end.
So
where are my goddamn sound effects?
You won't let me do sound effects.
No, because you're not going to do a good sound effect for when you say in the back end. We all know that. I know it.
Gus.
He knows it.
Whatever.
Hey, my first rodeo.
But do you have any rubber walrus protectors?
No, sir. Don't like them. Don't like them at all.
All right,
It's
so
going to be a long show.
90 to 120 minutes, all the two-wheel bullshit we can fit. Fresh back from the High Seas Rally and the Lone Star Rally, and a whirlwind tour that took us through Florida, across Route 10, my nemesis. God, I hate Route 10. But we made it. We're alive. Everything's good. And like the startup screen said, tonight is the night we're unveiling the top 24, the 24 picks for
I think
the
we
next
need to
round.
make them wait.
Well, we're going to wait for just a little bit. See, Robin Higginbottom misses the sound effects, too. She just said, son of a biscuit eater.
Gremlins.
It's one of my signature sound effects, denied tonight because of some bullshit in the studio. So, I like the new backdrop. Right on, right? Grease and Gears TV, baby. So, lots of stuff to get to, including the top 24 for the next round of SmokeOut Garage Build for the Garage Buid Off. But lots of other stuff too, man. Lots of crazy stuff. Like, it seems like the motorcycle industry at large is in play. What are you going to do about the shooting?
So I think that person's coming in from the Lone Star Rally website. Just so you know, we host a bike show at the Lone Star Rally. We host their bike games. We are not the event promoters of the Lone Star Rally. I do know that they are working diligently to address everybody's concerns. The team is it takes it very seriously what happened on the Strand that night. So
I suggest ducking.
Yeah. Listen,
duck and cover.
Yeah,
it's no joke. You know, all of Texas is suffering from security concerns, and that they're having a rough time. So we wish them all the luck in that. We ourselves arrived at the location 2 minutes after that unfortunate incident went down. Nothing good to say about that. So our hearts and prayers for everybody that were involved. Nick Hildebrittle, if you look over in the comments here, says, been enjoying lots of stuff on Grease and Gears. That's great, dude. We need that feedback. The Drip is going to start. If you guys aren't familiar with what the Drip is, so Grease and Gears TV is our new network on Roku, Fire Stick, iOS, and Android. You sign up for Grease and Gears. There's a couple different subscription options. You sign up for it, and we're going to start the Drip now so that every week there's more stuff coming up. Yeah, red glasses. How about it, huh? Who knew? There'll be every week stuff coming out, new stuff that we're putting on. We have a ton of content going into the drip. It's really going to start rocking, so make sure you spread the word, tell your friends and neighbors about Grease and Gears TV. It's a new thing that we're working on here to make a all new. Okay, that's too loud. All new motorcycle network. It's eventually going to be all kind of motorcycle. Look at Logic Cycles. Is that really Logic Cycles, or is that Stay at Home Dad Customs?
Stop already. I'm gonna go on the latter.
So,
Mark, you have a fan who thinks you're sexy.
What?
And they're anonymous.
You
It's
better.
a Facebook
Mark
user.
Persichetti is so
You better
sexy.
Quit it. Dana, put the computer down. Damn it, put the computer down.
Dana, quit drink chatting again. Logic Cycle says surprised those glasses aren't yellow. I know that this isn't Big Ricky and that this is his kid now, because if it was Ricky, you'd know that the hamster's glasses are red.
So
there.
That's why you ain't got no yellow shirt.
Oh, Pat Jansen.
It's Pat Jansen.
Just for the record, Chris actually stole those glasses from
I
the
did.
lost and found.
I did. So check it out, Mark. It was like the last 2 days on the ship, and I was doing all kind of computer work, and I lost my only pair of glasses.
Boy.
So you know what it's like being a man of our age without having your readers. I couldn't see shit. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even look at my phone. I didn't know what time it was. So I go down to the purser's desk or whatever the hell it is, and I'm like, hey, man, do you guys have a lost and found? He was like, yeah, right over here. What are you looking for? I said, I lost my glasses. So he goes to the bin, and he brings the bin out to me, and it's full of reading glasses and sunglasses and all kind of other dumb shit. So I rifle through them, and I pick these ones up, and I put them on, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can read with those. And he goes, wait, man, those aren't yours. And I said, yes, they are. I said, see how good they fit? And I can read with them, because otherwise, didn't I just tell you, I can't read a word on a page. I said, you're literally standing in the way of me and independence by not letting me walk away with these glasses. And he was serious. He made me write down my name and my cabin number and everything. He was going to defend these. He said, if someone comes for those glasses, I will be contacting you.
They're probably readers from the dollar store.
Hey, man, if anyone knows where they're for sale, I dig them. So hook me up on where to buy the red readers.
I will get you red readers.
Red
readers, Red Rider.
Red Rider, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Speaking of Pat Jansen, I got to commend him on all of the Lone Star shit. Dude, he was on effing
Right?
point.
It
Like,
kind of makes me
totally dig him. Pat's the man.
Kind of makes me feel funny, because we always say like, oh, we gonna have the right people in place and everything. Then when I watch Pat go down there, I'm like, well, shit, I don't ever have to go to Lone Star Rally again.
Pat's the deal.
He was fun
truly
to
is.
work with. I enjoy working with Pat.
He's fun to do anything
He
with.
really is. He knows what to do. He helps. He naps well.
Mark, I got to tell you something. You're going to be so jealous, because the last day, so it was what, Sunday, Heather? Yeah, it was Sunday, because it was football day. So I got into town. I flew in Saturday night. We ran around, tried to do some stuff. And then Sunday, we did something I almost never do. Pat and I never left the house at Lone Star Rally.
Really?
Yeah. The girls ran around, did stuff. Pat and I sat in two lazy boys,
Nice.
and watched football. We watched 3 different football games throughout the day.
God, I haven't watched 3 football games in 2 years.
You didn't actually. I mean,
Oh,
if
wait a
you
minute.
call checking your eyelids for light leaks watching football.
What?
Michael Lichter, first of all, Pat's a consummate professional. He did an incredible job. Dylan Panera said, hey, guys, fingers crossed, just a heads up. The captions aren't working. Happy to help get that running, but we got it on our TV and all.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
So,
Winning.
couple things there. Pork chopper barbecue in the house.
We love pork chopper.
Good to see
barbecue.
Michael
He gives
here.
Us pork butt.
So one of the big changes this year was the addition of some of the chopper jockeys in the Lone Star Rally.
Mm-hmm.
Did an incredible display down on the Strand.
On Pier 21.
Pier 21 also, they did a chopper show over there, and then did their display in Henley Green.
Well, they had to bring their A game to keep up with them.
And we got to see Bobby.
Really?
Dude,
That's
yeah.
right. I
Got
saw
to
the
That
see-
was
pictures.
such a nice treat.
Got to see Bobby Seeger, and Pat did a great interview with him that we're going to be publishing on Grease and Gears TV, actually. So,
Miss Bobby. It's been a few years.
yes, sir. Tim
It's been
Skates
too
in the
long.
house. Right on. There's so many good people. So
I
listen,
love it.
we got a lot to get through. I'm sitting here getting long in the tooth as we go on. So let's break real quick. We're actually going to start tonight off differently. Normally we start off with a cool feature bike to take a look at, but tonight I want to hip you guys to one of the fastest production bikes I've ridden in a long time. It's the new 2023 Indian
Sport Chief.
That's it. It just doesn't seem right. It should be Indian Chief Sport, right? But let's check it out. I got to spend some time with their new bike. This is Chris with Cycle Source Grease and Gears TV, and we are in the garage today to talk about the 2023 Indian Sport Chief. Before we get too far into this, I want to go through a list of specs just so we can tell you what this bike is. Here, this will be our first ride impressions. So we did get out and put this bike through its paces a little bit. Didn't ask the company for any information so far. You know, we just kind of wanted a raw, what does it feel like to ride, you know, find our way through things. Then we're going to go back in subsequent videos and actually ask them some information and give you guys some better in-depth facts on the bike. But for now, let's go over what features come with the 2023 Indian Sport Chief. The engine is a 54 millimeter bore closed loop fuel injection system. It's an air-cooled Thunderstroke 116-inch motor. Dual exhaust with a crossover. The motor makes 120 foot-pounds of torque, and that peak torque number comes in at 2,900 RPM. The transmission primary drive is a gear-driven wet clutch system. Holds 4 gallons of gasoline. The ground clearance is 6 inches. The lean angle comes in at 29.5. Overall length of the motorcycle is 90.6 inches. Comes in with a 28-degree rake. The seat height is just 27 inches off the ground, and the as-shipped running order weight of the motorcycle is 665 pounds. Now for stopping, the front brakes are dual Brembo with 320 millimeter semi-floating rotors and 4-piston calipers. The rear brake is a single 300 millimeter semi-floating rotor and 2-piston caliper. Front suspension is a 43 millimeter KYB inverted telescopic fork. Rear suspension are a dual set of Fox piggyback shocks. They add a little more travel in the back shocks. The bike sits up a little bit more. It's a little more fun to ride. Some other standard equipment you can expect are the ABS, the keyless ignition, USB charging port, and rear cylinder deactivation mode. Also comes with ride modes. Now, this is something we're going to start with. So everybody familiar with the ride modes from Harley-Davidson, up here in their Road Commander infotainment system, when you first turn the bike on, you get to see that you pick between touring mode, a standard mode, and a sport mode as far as your ride mode. Before we talk about any more of it, let's take you out. I'm going to take you guys through a day here in the hills of western Pennsylvania where we did some test riding on the 23 Sport Chief.
Okay, so we're going to get into some twisties here with this bike set in the sport mode now. Okay, that was the first peg drag. That's pretty good. Hey, so these are backcountry roads. You can see the speed limits 35 and 40 miles an hour. I'm doing 85 and 90. And then stuck to the road. Really, really nice. Really good handling.
Until next time, get out and ride your motorcycle or get in the garage and do something to it. This is Chris with Grease and Gears TV.
only thing standing between you and the open road is some garage time with the right parts and accessories to make your motorcycle roar. And that's why riders everywhere choose DennisKirk.com, the one-stop you need to get your Harley back on the road. Our knowledgeable tech staff will help you navigate our more than 185,000 parts, apparel, and accessories that are ready to ship today, with free shipping on all orders over $89. So tune up your ride and get ready for the next adventure. Ride more, wait less. Dennis Kirk.
Hey, it's Billy from Twisted Team. We're live in Sturgis, and you're watching Shop Talk.
The riding takes you from A to B or just lets you escape. There's a flow to the road you share, so go with it. Eyes open, and always have the Law Tigers by your side. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, visit us at lawtigers.com. Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers.
Okay, welcome back to the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. You're watching Shop Talk here on the Cycle Source magazine computer desk.
Every time I see that Billy Shop Talk one, it's like he's yelling at me.
I know.
It's like I get yelled at every time.
So, hey, check it out. The deal about that Indian video, because we have Risky saying that love the Indians, finally a real tech advance in motorcycles, 21 Roadmaster looking to upgrade. If you have an Indian now and you're looking to upgrade, this is the bike. I really believe this is going to be a game changer for Indian. If you dig what that hey Cam, if you dig what that video is all about, you're going to want to check it out on Grease and Gears TV, because it's about a 40-minute video all told, and we go through the whole bike. There's plenty of riding footage where I'm taking it through the different modes. It's a pretty cool deal. So
it was great. I got to listen to him as he's recording, and he had to cut out a lot of the expletives.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because there was a couple times I'm not ashamed to say I was so surprised with how well that bike performed that I was pushing it, and I ended up coming in like to a couple turns pretty hot, and like, yeah, it was a little crazy.
It was awesome.
But that would be a fun one for you, Mark.
It's a nice bike. I like it. I'd ride it.
I'm telling you, it totally blew my mind. So, lots of you guys here waiting on the deal for this year's SmokeOut. I almost think it's time to get on with that, right?
Bring Matt in.
Did we do a little format change?
What do you mean? Yeah, we didn't go with news right off the bat. Like I'll do the news tonight. I'm still going to get to
Daniel Donnelly is here.
No way.
Shut your
my
mouth.
God.
You shut
Daniel. Hello.
It's like a party tonight.
Welcome. I love it.
Wow. That's something else. When you talk about the mountain coming to Mohammed.
So maybe we should just announce one of the 24, because obviously they're all coming to hear this.
We can't. We have to bring Matt in if we're going to do it. So
Yeah.
let's just
No,
get
I'm just
started.
saying we'll announce one a week just so all these people keep coming back.
That's mean. So for you guys that don't know what we're talking about, SmokeOut, this is going to be the third year that we're in charge of the big show at SmokeOut. It's the 24th annual this will be, and a new thing that we've added to it this year is the Garage Buid Off. Now, if you're not hip to what that is, you need to check it out on the SmokeOutRally.com website and go to Garage Buid Off, and you can see we have a whole list of what's going on. But tonight, the first step of this process is getting underway, and we're going to announce the first 24 people selected out of a field of 34 that are going to be invited to move on to the next round. Let's cut right there, and we're going to go to Matt Reel, who's heading this initiative up.
Just Hanging Out in the Shop is brought to you by Spectro Oils. Made in the USA since 1966, the best oil on planet Earth.
Matt, you see what we've done here, right?
What's that?
I said you see what we've done here.
What's
It's
what
basic.
have we done?
If we piss a whole bunch of people off here real quick, it's going to be on you.
Yeah, it's pretty much your fault.
I got that earlier when we were making decisions, and Heather kept saying, "Oh, whatever you want to do." I thought, yeah.
Well, and I even put on your lower third, SmokeOut Garage Build Off Coordinator.
That's called.
Oh, yeah, that's what I need.
That's called the old pass the buck, is what that's called.
Yep.
Just to let you know.
So
His name is Matt the Wrench.
So just so you guys know, our buddy Matt has been like almost as long as I can even remember a magazine anymore. Matt's been doing stuff with us, and when we had the old Big Mountain Run, Matt headed up the very first ever Sportster Challenge and did that for a few years. So when we talked about the things that had to be part of SmokeOut as we were rebuilding it and taking it back to Salisbury and bringing back a lot of the stuff, one of the greatest features of the SmokeOut, I feel all the time, was the amateur chop off. So immediately we started talking to Matt. We started talking about how can we incorporate this into what everything that Cycle Source is today, and we agreed that it's probably not a place in the world today for it to be the amateur chop off the way that it was, but in that tradition, making it the Garage Buid Off with Garage Builders, probably a good way to go.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a big part of it. I always looked forward to before the SmokeOut, and of course, at that time, everything was coming out in print. Is when you had to wait month to month to see the updates from the guys building stuff for the amateur chop off.
Right.
And that was one of the big things for me, was just watching those guys put stuff together.
Yeah, so we're excited too, and proof of everybody's excitement level on this is the fact that we announced it, and I think in the first 24 hours we had 20 people.
Yeah.
And even now today we put the announcement out that we were going to be doing this show. We had another 12 people that were like, "Is it too late?"
Is it too? Yes, it's too late. We're making our choices today. I gotta say, we spent. I mean, I know I went through them a couple times. I know Matt went through them a couple times, but we all spent hours today trying to whittle it down. Like, It was not easy. It was not easy at all. And I don't want to do it again. No, I'm just kidding.
The quality of the submission, the stuff the guys are building in the garages was just amazing.
It really is.
I think it's really going to be a good show this year.
I liked the diversity of the submissions that came in. It was a little bit of everything that people were building and showing us what they do or what they're into. And I thought that was really cool because, like Chris said, it's not just about choppers.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to start running through these. And,
can I say one more thing real quick?
Sure.
I just want to make it clear that if for some reason you did not get chosen this year, please try again next year. It was ridiculously hard to get it down to the 24.
It was.
We even considered going, can't we just take them all?
No. At one point we were at 28, and we were like, you know what? Let's just make it 28.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, this is what we said right off the bat, that we were going to do 24. So we stuck to our guns with 24. But
yeah, please try again. And it's not necessarily a testament to your skills and ability. It was a lot. It was hard to choose this year.
Okay, Heather. So
sorry.
Little drum roll. Bring up the first one.
I put away my sound effects.
I hope Pat Jansen is still on the line.
I can get sound effects. Go ahead. No, go ahead. What are you looking for Pat for?
First one, Art Dunier from Noonan, Georgia. Art's got a really great story. He's a garage builder, like as true as it comes. Has built many motorcycles, but all of them involved with some charity aspect or another. He's built bikes for charities, raising money for St. Jude's Hospital and all kind of other stuff. So Art, we're glad to announce that you're going to be our number one builder.
See, I do have sound effects.
Was that spray foam?
Mark's having flashbacks.
I just left work.
Jesus God, I'm back at work.
Oh.
All right, number 2. Ready to go to 2?
Come on.
Coming at you.
Cameron Zimmerman, Rock Hill, South Carolina. Cameron's a great supporter of the SmokeOut already, and good friend of our brother Roadside, so it's going to be nice to have him in the mix as we go on.
I might have a drum roll. Wait a minute.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy.
At this point... You're so fired from sound effects. Number 3, Jay Hamilton, Sabina, Ohio.
Oh, we need you need your sound effects too. It's just not as good.
It's not the same unless I'm doing it, right?
No, it's not. And I don't have good ones.
You remember that. I've ruined you for other men. All right, so Jay Hamilton. I don't have anything to add to Jay Hamilton. Anybody?
He builds cool bikes.
Wait a minute. Is that the? I think we got the wrong bike.
What are
How
you
did this
talking
happen?
about?
Because when I have Jay Hamilton up,
Oh, no. Did I make a mistake?
And then I go to Jake Rhyme.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Real nice.
Yeah, so Jake,
Say
you're
the
also
F
in.
word for me.
F. Son
I'll
of a
fix
biscuit
it.
eater. Okay, moving on to number
French.
5. Jesus, Heather.
Hey.
Professional monkey, I want to be in the Vespa class. Dude, there's a cat on here that's in a Vespa for Life group. It's awesome.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We said we were going to let him in only if he built a Vespa. And the guy with the extended swing arm Grom, also very cool. Number 5, James Olaf, Panama City Beach, Florida. James has a nice mix of bikes actually, but this FXR was pretty tight. You're killing me, Blondie. You're
might wanna-
literally
you might
It's
killing me.
just so anticlimactic without your sound effects. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's,
number 6, Jay Hetfield, Holt, Michigan. Stop it, you're making it worse.
I can't stand the silence.
Number 7, Jay Wright, Elgin, South Carolina.
I think Matt just quit. I think it's just he's done.
Matt, did you give up on us? Is it the radar? WTF did I hear?
I don't know. Can Matt see these as you put them up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing them.
Okay.
Okay, so Jay Wright is Sons of Speed Racer. We've seen
They're
him.
all the same bike with different guys' names under them.
Shut up. Matthew, I always say nice things about you. I'm not going to anymore.
One of we were actually glad
Whatever.
to see this one come in at number 8, Jesse Miller from Walton, Kentucky, bringing it home with the D-Rake boys.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Okay, much anticipated right here. John Norman.
Nice, right on.
Yep.
That's right. I'm happy.
John makes the cut. Number 10, Jordan Hamilton, Oceanside, California. Ah, look at that. James Olaf is on. He said, I'm wearing my SmokeOut 22 shirt. Ah, right on, dude.
That's awesome.
So you're in.
Nice.
Okay, where are we at? Jordan Hamilton, number 10. We're going on to number 11, Gregory Gibb. Now, this is one of the guys, I have to say this without throwing this cat under the bus. Dude, your shop is so nice, and the stuff that you build is so nice. We were going back and forth over whether or not to include you because it all looks so professional, but we caught a couple angles where, it's absolutely your home shop. It's you're a garage builder, so congratulations on a bitchin' garage.
Yeah. He does have a bitchin' shop.
Yep.
For sure.
From our own hometown of Tarentum, Pennsylvania, number 12, Josh Boggs. He's in. Just when he thought he was out, he gets pulled back in. Number 13, Josh Collins, Defiance, Ohio. There you go, Daniel.
I was going to say, that's right up Daniel's alley.
Yep. Gregory Gibb just commented, in my backyard. Thanks, guys.
Well,
Yes,
Chris
sir.
was coveting a majority of your...
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
Dennis Stauber, can we get some Fat Boy SmokeOut shirts? I promise you this year, Dennis. Promise you. Coming in at number 14, Josh DiBenedetto. My man. He was on here earlier. Hope he's still on. Number 15, Philip Johns. Dundac, Maryland? Dundalak? How did I say that? I said it wrong. Did I say it right?
Close enough. There's a D.
Close
There's
enough.
an L.
Daniel Donnelly. Hell yeah, Josh. Jason Hetfield. He's in the house. Josh, dude, right on. Okay, number 16, Justin Lovingood, Rockwell, North Carolina. Number 17, Michael Brusso. Okay, Mr. Brusso, I've picked 2 or 3 of your motorcycles that I would be comfortable having in my own garage. You can get a hold of me at CycleSource69 at Comcast.net. Hey, look, Chach and Becky are in the house.
Oh, nice.
Good to see
Hi,
you guys.
I don't know if you can grab it, but I fixed Jake Rhymes' card. I feel bad that he didn't get the proper credit.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead and talk about something. You and Matt talk about the build off.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I'll go get the card.
So Matt, did you think it was going to be as hard as it was to make the choices?
No, I didn't. I was excited with the amount of entries, but I had until we sat here for 2 hours today on a meeting trying to. Yeah, I was ready to just quit. I was like, okay, I'm done with magazine stuff.
I'm done with magazine stuff. Nice.
Heather, where are those pictures?
It's in the Garage Buid Off folder.
Oh, okay. You know, the funny thing about this, though, even as we go here, so we're still only at number 16, so don't go anywhere. We're just trying to correct a mistake. But as we go through this, everybody is so excited. This is going to be one of the greatest things that we've done for SmokeOut.
Yeah, I think so.
This is going to be cool. I'm excited. It's it gives guys building in their shops the opportunity to really display their stuff and show what they can do. And looking at the pictures, they can do some pretty cool stuff.
Right. And I think the greatest part is, the initial cut down, so to speak, to when we get down to the 12 is going to be social media based, honestly. But the final grouping, they have to run. They have to go on that shakedown ride. Chris and you and the team have structured a scoring system that it absolutely cannot be a popularity contest. The 40-40-20. Yes, sir.
What number am I looking for?
Number 4.
Number 4. Jake Rhyme.
Yes.
That was the one that was wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
And
so sorry
in at
about
number
that.
4, Jake Rhyme.
There we go. So sorry about that, Jake. I was going
You know
little
whose
too
fault
fast.
that was, right, Jake?
Oh, yeah.
There she is.
I hope you like cuddling with Nugget and Smalls.
Hello. Well,
there go my red glasses, Mark.
Oh, boy.
Right out the window. All right, let's get back to the announcements. In at number 18, Philip Morris.
No, this is cool. Philip, it's just a cool bike.
No, but it's also cool. It has a cool story.
Yeah, he's a garage builder, but he also is a pastor for a biker church, and he very much has always supported the SmokeOut. And honestly, I was surprised to see that. I hate to say this, but I was surprised to see he had a cool custom. No offense, Philip.
Wow.
Well, that was rude.
Wasn't it? Okay, in at number 19, Puput Iowana, Winston-Salem.
Hello.
Not sure if that's the cat's real name, but
No.
it's bitchin' if it is.
But that's what he put. I didn't know what.
But dude, look at that knucklehead.
Yeah.
You are talking about the bike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay, Radar, you shut your mouth. Radar just said one of the builders should include an umbrella in the build.
Hello.
That's not funny. That's not funny at all, Radar.
Not funny.
Number 20, Richard Ruck, Riverview, Florida. Now, Richard, I'm gonna throw you under the bus a little bit too. Richard is another one of those guys that was really on the bubble for us, because if anyone saw the bike that Richard had on our cover, he's an exceptional builder.
He really is.
And it almost puts him at the level like where you want to say, well, that's not fair, but he's a garage builder. You know what I mean? Like he does this shit for the fact that he loves it, and
Wait, the garage was judged? No, the garage was not judged.
What?
Salty Badger. Wait, the garage was judged? No, Chris was just having a little shop envy.
Yeah, I get that. I covet other men's garages. It doesn't say anything about that in the Bible. Their wives, not their garages. Okay, moving on to number what? Where are we at? 21. Number 21, Shelton Einerwald, Mitchell, South Dakota. And I just saw Shelton make a comment up there. So, Shelton, welcome to the pack.
Yep. I can't wait to see what you build.
Young brother from Mitchell. Jason Holman. Richard works for a hospital and works on bikes in his spare time. Yeah, he's a good dude to be around too.
He is. And he's just ridiculously talented.
Heather, I don't think I can put number 22 up. You might want to look at that one.
Oh, really? Son of a biscuit eater. All right, we'll keep talking.
Okay, number 23. Coming in from Thomasville, North Carolina, Zach Shipwash. Number 24 from Hudson, New Hampshire, Brandon Long.
Ah.
And there's one more builder, but we can't put him up just yet.
Hold on one second. I see why I see what I did there.
I'm going to go back to Matt for a minute. So here's the deal. What do we do next now? We have 24. We're going to put all of these guys up on social media, and we're going to ask the entire social media audience to get involved and help us whittle this down to 12.
To 12, yeah.
Okay, so we did.
So it's on them. The stress is on them, man.
Right? Yeah, because I'll tell you what, dude. Like, and listen, if you're one of the 24 that was just mentioned, you are now welcome for the next, let's say, 4 days. The next 4 days.
Yeah,
so
4 days.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Thursday, we're gonna start posting this on social. You have 4 days to send us more pictures. So if you're one of the guys that only sent us one bike picture, and you want social media to judge you for more stuff that you've done, send us pictures in a hurry, because we're going to put all this stuff up on social media.
Yep, and I'll throw up, as soon as I fix this, I'll throw up a
complete list. And we still have
one
more.
Email to send
we still
to.
have one more builder, so don't go anywhere. Nobody go anywhere. Nobody told you, could you go no place?
You cannot be excused.
Okay, wait a minute. I got it.
All right, so from that point on, let me get back to how we're going to run this thing. From that point on, we're going to have our 12. The 12 are going to be semi-finalists that are going to build motorcycles and end up at SmokeOut. So if you are in the 24, you need to know that you could possibly be picked as one of the 12 that has to build a bike and be at SmokeOut. From that point on, the 12 are going to be set up. They're going to have prizes furnished to them for being one of the semifinalists. But from that point on, Friday night of the SmokeOut, we will pick the 6 that are in the finals. They'll move to the middle of the display area. Those 6 will then wait until Saturday night for the Garage Buid Off champion to be announced for the grand prize. So, Heather?
I'm working on it. I'm doing graphics back here. I think I got it. So keep going. Keep talking. Dance, monkey, dance.
I did see there in one of the comments somebody asked if the bikes that they're seeing are the bikes that are going to be in the show or if they're previous builds.
They need to be a new build, don't they?
Yeah, that's all the pictures that you're seeing are ones that were submitted by the applicants. And so that's just stuff that they have built. I mean, there was a couple there that were in the building process. Those might be what they're building, but
right.
For the most part, those were just what you saw were bikes that these guys had already built.
Matt, that was like talking to legal. You know, there's the bikes that were submitted by the applicants. It was like
submitted by the applicant.
Monkey, I can get you to dance, I bet.
Nice bust.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, Facebook user, I'm lost. What is SmokeOut exactly? I'm so glad that you asked me that question.
He said, what?
That's got to be Pat Jansen again.
So SmokeOut, for anybody that doesn't know, SmokeOut is a 24-year event that has more roots in chopper history than pretty much anything in our industry. This is the place where the first ever biker build-off happened between Billy Lane and Roger Bourget. It's the place where the Shade Tree Boys set the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest chopper. It's where a lot of people very first ever met Indian Larry and Billy Lane and Paul Cox. And it was where literally when the entire custom motorcycle industry was obsessed with $1 million big wheel choppers, it was where good down-home old bikes and chopper jockeys just like got their freak on.
Where the majority of the people that you see and meet in the industry actually got their feet wet.
Yep. And we got lucky enough. a couple years ago to take over the caretaking of this event. And there you can see we have exactly 297 days, 11 hours, 14 minutes, and 18 seconds.
That image is ready.
Okay, let's see. And is it under the same name?
Yes.
Or? Okay. So our last builder, our final announcement. Are you guys ready? Is everybody ready? Post in the comments if you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, our last builder for the 2024 first ever SmokeOut Garage Buid Off. Coming in last but not least, he's number one in our hearts and our minds. From South Florida, Professional Monkey. That's it.
Right on. Oh, I wonder if he's going to do that Dyna he just picked up.
What's up?
I'm curious.
So what do you think about the list? You good with it, Matt?
I'm good with it. I like it. It's
Shit.
going to be a tough. What? Now he realized he has to build a motorcycle?
Yep.
Yeah.
So one thing I do want to say, we had some. What? No.
No, you're not withdrawn.
No, monkey.
Bullshit.
No. Bullshit.
Did you see that motor? Look, he says the others are too good. Look at that chopper. Shut up.
Shut the front
for
door.
the first chopper he ever built?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I do want to say, for some of the people that are from the other side of the country, if for some reason you do not think you will make SmokeOut, please let us know.
Yeah.
So we can open up your spot to somebody who may be able to make it. And that's with all due respect. That doesn't mean you're out of the running for future years. We understand that stuff happens and it's a long way to the other coast. But just let us know.
Yep. And I might add, there may be something in the very near future that we're going to be doing that'll answer your need for a SmokeOut that's closer
to the
West
other coast.
So.
Yes.
Just saying, not hating.
SmokeOut may or
Just
may
saying.
not be taking a road trip.
All right, Matt. So any last words about this shit show?
No. I just wanted to comment there that when he was talking about garage envy there a little bit. A lot of the pictures, I don't know how many times we stopped and we're like zooming in looking at guys' shops, and some guys had really awesome shops, and then other guys, I mean, they had nice shops, but you could tell they had to push everything outside so they could work on a bike.
Right.
So
yeah.
And you know the damnedest thing about that is that some of those shops had some of the nicest bikes, and it was like, I feel like such an asshole because I look around my shop all the time and I bitch about not having enough space, not having this tool, not having that tool. And then I see some of the bikes that these guys are building with way less than what I'm working with. Mm-hmm. I should be ashamed of that.
Although there was one shop there that he cannot complain because he had to push like 2 knuckles and 3 pans and like 5 shovel heads out of the way. You don't get to complain.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
You guys can't vote yet.
Okay,
Jeepers.
Shelton's voting for Pro Monkey. Pro Monkey's voting for Shelton, and that is exactly
The
why
camera has 1,200 square feet.
that.
Oh,
I swear to God, it's 6 inches. That's exactly why we don't do peer-based judging for this. So if you guys are not familiar with the show that we used to do in Texas all the time called In Motion, it's going to be the same type of judging. When we get down to the semifinals, the 12, the way they're going to get judged and the way subsequently the final 6 will get judged for the winner is a 40-40-20 system. So it's going to be 20% peer-based. So all the builders in the competition will vote on each other's bikes. Then it's going to be another 40% will be the invited builders from the gallery. So from the Legends Gallery this year at SmokeOut, they'll have all the builders from there will come and judge the Garage Buid Off bikes. That'll be worth 40%. Another 40% are going to be members of the trade. So this is going to be welders, machinists, fabricators, painters, people who can look at those motorcycles and judge them for how they were done, for the execution.
And there is going to be a people's choice, correct?
No. Well, I mean, we can do People's Choice to get a trophy or something,
Okay.
but not for anything moving on for the finals.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, misunderstood.
So, Matt, do you want to give everybody your phone number and email address in case they're upset about tonight?
Home address,
put
of
it up on
course.
the screen there, so.
I'm going to post the email in the comments. It is gbo.smokeout@gmail.com. That is Garage Buid Off SmokeOut@gmail.com. So if you want to send more information or more pictures,
Yep.
use that email address, please. I do want to say some people submitted, but didn't quite follow the directions. So unfortunately, you didn't get put into the running. If there were no pictures with your submission, we just kind of skipped over it. I'm sorry.
There were just so many.
Yeah.
There were so many.
It's going to be awesome.
All right, Matt. How long has it been since the last Smoke Out West? You know, I'm not even sure. Tiger Ward, I've been a machinist for 45 years. Hey, get a hold of us. We need some people on the members of the trade
Yes,
list.
absolutely.
So yeah, we're gonna move on with this. It's gonna be killer this year. We'll keep you guys up to date. And Matt, thank you again for heading us up for us, buddy.
Oh, thank you guys.
We could not do this shit without you because there's so much already.
I'm excited about this. This is going to be good.
I have a list for you, Matt. Just wait.
Okay.
You're going to be so excited.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay. All right.
All right, everybody. Hey, you're watching Shop Talk here on the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio Network. We're going to take a second here real quick and look at a cool motorcycle that just happened to be on the High Seas Rally. Don't go anywhere. We got lots more when we come back on the other side. You're watching Shop Talk. Out of Focus is brought to you by Garage Buid. Submit your build, share your passion. Powered by Dennis Kirk.
This year's High Seas Rally bike is my second one thus far with the High Seas Rally, so for 2023. I picked a Softail chassis this year because last year's chassis was a rigid with a air ride system on it, but wanted to go with something a little bit more rider friendly across the spectrum. And I'm a huge Evo fan, so it made sense to go with something like this as opposed to a super late model bike, but it has all the bells and whistles of a late model bike. So it is a Harley Davidson titled 91 Softail frame that started off as a Fat Boy. The components on it are all brand new. It has a brand new SNS 80 cubic inch motor. It has a 6-speed Ultima transmission. It has a closed belt drive, has performance machine calipers, front and rear, Paul Yaffe turn signals, a one-off RKB tank, paint from Eric Malotki at Open Throttle Customs, trees from Paco, which have a 3-degree break in them, so it gives a little bit of a cooler stance. The rear end, the swing arm has a shaved brake situation so that I can run a caliper hanger to allow me to run a 180 size tire in a stock with swing arm. Chain drive, the seat, Kirk from Bare Bones, who does all of my seats, knocked it out of the park again, and has a pillion pad for the passenger. Like I said, has passenger pegs. It's pretty exciting building a motorcycle because I don't have a really preconceived idea of what it's going to be. There was a couple of things that during the build were really like aha moments, like, oh, okay, cool, like that actually worked. Like the coil mount is actually on the oil tank, which was one of those aha moments where I didn't want to have anything touching the frame at all, and it comes, you know, right off of the oil tank. I'd never done a bike with mag wheels. I've never done billet wheels. I've always done spokes because most of my bikes are traditional choppers, which I believe need to have spokes. But for this one, Martin at SMT Wheels, Tammy at Dennis Kirk, Brian Clock, Paul Yaffe, all of those people were super integral in the parts that are on the bike. I don't proclaim to be any kind of wiring genius, so I had Jason Hallman do it because he's the wiring god, if you will. So a lot of people coming to the rescue. First and foremost, the actual bike and everything that we do on this cruise benefits and goes to the Dialysis Foundation, exceptionally close to my heart because of my brother who passed from complications due to diabetes. So having an opportunity to give back to something that I believe in so wholeheartedly is the only reason that I need to be here. Everything else is just a fringe benefit. Hey, what's happening? It's Xavier with Providence Cycle Works, Austin, Texas. And we're on the High Seas Rally Cruise 2023. And this is Ariel. Some lucky person gets to win it.
Everything we do at the track shapes what we build for the street and the dirt.
You can see how bad these guys want it. A race to the line.
For us, racing is not for the trophies or the glory. We compete because it makes everything we do faster, more durable, and tested to a higher standard. For S&S, racing is the ultimate in proven performance, and we've been proving it since 1958.
I'm Brian Clock from Clockworks in Mitchell, South Dakota, and you're watching Shop Talk.
Okay, welcome back to the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. You're watching Shop Talk, and we're going into the end part of the show.
Aww.
The end part of the show. It is. It's sad, but hey, we're back, man. We're back after a couple weeks of some crazy around-the-globe activity.
Right.
And great way to come back. Coming back with 24 people that we got to announce that they're coming along the ride for SmokeOut this year. We got to see Mark again, which is,
painful.
Well, we're happy to see you, Mark.
It's nice to actually be back. It's
right.
It's sort of boring. Sundays are fun, and I'll tell you the garage build thing, dude. Pro builders, everything else. To me, it's what happens in the little garage. It's the bikes and the cars and
absolutely,
man, the little shops are the place to go. If I had my way, that's the only way it would be. It's a lot more fun.
The thing I think about with that all the time, and this is when I was on the High Seas Rally, we got to do a couple things where I was like, interviewed as a builder, and then one time I was by the bike for a little talk about the motorcycle, and that was the thing I kept coming back to, that, if you're not experiencing at whatever level, you don't have to be a world-class fabricator. Yeah. If you change the oil in your motorcycle and you spend the time to have a little place set up in your garage to do that, that's half of all of this stuff about motorcycles or cars or anything. The time in the garage is just, there's a whole culture that goes on there,
Well, think about it. If you hadn't been brought into that fold when you were a young man, into that garage environment, you probably wouldn't be doing what you're doing now. Same with you, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, they taught both he and I plenty of bad things in those garages.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yes, they did.
I'm sure they did.
Starting with building the bike.
Yeah,
that was
no shit.
The first bad thing.
I love Chris's stories when you actually see pictures of the bikes that you aspired to build.
Oh.
And you're like, Oh, no.
And yet some of the coolest ones, I mean, were built in some of the shittiest little crap holes.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at a picture the other day, Mark. You remember when we very first started out hanging out with Pat Patterson? He came here, and it was when we were doing the old shows down on the boardwalk. It was way, way early magazine. I didn't have anything on the walls in the garage out here. Yeah. There wasn't a toolbox. I didn't have anything yet, and we were working on Pat's hot rod in that garage.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep. Well, I think it was his hot rod.
Yeah, I think so.
It's amazing how far, especially how far Pat's come. Like, look at how much he has grown. It's incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, and I haven't killed him yet.
I know.
That's probably because you don't get to see him as often.
There's still time.
Yeah.
So hey, speaking of the High Seas Rally, we're gonna have more stuff about this. Obviously, we're running out of time tonight, but I just want to give a big shout out to the HSR crew.
On Location is brought to you by.
Let me bring the volume down on this. So while we're looking at this, Jason did a really cool run around the ship one day when everybody was off the ship to just show us. And watching this video reminded me, like, it was beautiful. The ship was beautiful. The places that we went, like, it was just world class. So I want to thank them for having us on again this year. And like I said, more stuff coming out in the next few weeks here. There's a ton of media already. If you go to the Cycle Source Magazine YouTube page, you can see a lot of the stuff that we did this year. But real quick here, you'll be able to see a lot more about HSR, Lone Star Rally, some of the stuff that we're putting up on the show tonight you can see. But to follow it all, you want to head over to Greasing Gears TV.
I'm very excited that next year High Seas Rally and Lone Star Rally do not overlap. I'm finally, happy about that. And next year, Mailman just said you can win have a chance to win one of 4 custom bikes. Could you imagine if you won them all?
Yeah, they were making those announcements on the ship this year. It's going to be Rick Bray, Magic Mike, Pat from Lead Sled, and Xavier all building bikes to give away.
That's so cool.
Yes, sir.
So cool.
I don't even like any of them guys.
None of them.
Robin Higginbottom, a lot fancier than my 2-night cruise to the Bahamas.
Pro monkey, there will be no sleep now.
Get
those wheels spinning.
I do have to tell you something, though. This was my first trip to Mexico.
Yeah.
Hello.
I like tacos.
You're only supposed to go to the resorts, honey.
Yeah.
That's not what you did.
Well, and I got to say, like, I'm being a smartass. Like, of course, it's definitely a world apart from what we're used to in the United States, and that's part of why I bring that up, because everybody that lives here really needs to get in gratitude about the fact that we really do have a great country in spite of its difficulties from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I have to tell you, though, is, like, we stopped in Costa Maya and went to the Mayan ruins, and, like, man, it was just a beautiful, beautiful trip. We had a great cruise guide, or a tour guide. Excuse me, I think winter's catching up with me. But he gave us.
Not even here yet.
Didn't you hear me? I was just in Costa Maya, for God's sake. Costa Maya is not in the 30s.
My goodness.
So anyway,
if
it was
you get
beautiful.
Me sick, I'm coming over there.
It was beautiful. That's all I'm saying. It was beautiful in a, hey,
get me out of here kind of way.
I'm kind of scared, and
stop now. It was not that bad.
There was parts of it that I was like, wow.
To you again, I think the standards of living are just different, and we very much take that for granted.
We do.
Oh yeah,
we do.
So for Christ's sake, fight for your freedom.
Great odds at a chance of one-of-a-kind chopper High Seas Rally, baby. That's it. All right, Pro Monkey, you got this. Don't even worry about it. Matt Rill's Greyhound bike. Yes, we hope to see that soon too. By the way,
maybe someday.
All right, man. So listen. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We're sorry we were gone here for a minute, but
we're back. Aren't you lucky?
We're coming back full steam. We'll see you here next week again with another killer show. Lots of stuff in the meantime. Please go over check out the deal at at Grease and Gears TV. Get it on Roku. Get it on Fire Stick.
Just get it.
Get in on the action because we're about to kick this shit into high gear.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Real quick before we close out, we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge Veterans Day
Yes.
this weekend. Thank you to everyone that has served and is serving on behalf of this great nation. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without you.
Or have that standard of
That
living
standard
that
of
we were just
living,
talking
so-
about. Yep.
Amen. Thank you. Thank every one of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
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 y'all.
y'all. All right. So listen, be nice. Get out in the garage. Do something. Get ready because there's a whole crazy year. 2024 is going to be packed,
Oh, hang on, y'all.
and we're going to be bringing it all to you here through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio Network with episodes of Shop Talk. Until next week, we'll see you guys same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Welcome back, Felicia.
We'd like to thank our sponsors for their continued support, and we hope you pay them a visit when you're in the market for great motorcycle parts, products, and events. S&S Cycle, McCooney American, Baco Parts, The Broken Spoke Saloon, Twisted Tea, The Iron Horse Saloon, High Seas Rally, Twisted Choppers, Twin Power, Drag Specialties, Geico, Law Tigers, Tech Cycle, Fueling Parts, Lone Star Rally, Hijinks Apparel, Progressive Insurance, Spectral Oil, No School Choppers,